Hi, I'm Justin Kirk. In yesterday's video, we made this hat. And we added it to the game, but we didn't add an effect to it. Due to the overwhelming number of comments that I got saying what they wanted the hat to do, I'm just going to have to pick what it does myself. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you do, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. And I will talk to you guys. Yeah, bye. The first thing that comes to mind when I think about a wizard hat is...
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
We've already been over this. You're not getting a gun, you're a wizard.
But I don't want to be a wizard. Wizards are gay.
Picky, look, we made a shooting game and only 3 people downloaded it. And 2 of those people were your mom.
Well, what about a rocket launcher?
No.
An AK-47?
No.
A Mac 11?
No.
2 Mac 11s.
What about a nice pet frog?
What the f***? You're sick. Don't ever do that again, you stick terrorist.
Well, now that we're demonetized and probably canceled, maybe I'll make it so that it blocks out the top part of the screen and you have to pick it up in order to unlock certain things.
ALAKASHIKKENBARRR!
Did you seriously just try to cast a spell on me? I'll delete you. I'll do it.
No,
I'll do
don't
it.
delete me.
All right, so Sticky's on a little bit of a timeout. Don't worry, I didn't delete him, or did I? But yeah, as you know from the previous video that you totally watched, I have this scriptable object, and that's how my items are working in my game. And I have a bunch of settings that I could just change the numbers on, and it just immediately will add the item or change the settings of the game. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to make the attack speed 10 or 15, so he attacks like really fast, right? And then I'm going to change his attack damage to 0.7 so that he does less damage. So let's see how that works. Now I've set my character to spawn in the golden room because I think that would be more appropriate. Let me just change the volume so that you can hear the desktop audio. Hang on. Yeah, that's exactly what we needed. I wonder if I can walk through the wall because of how fast I'm attacking. No, I can't. Cool. Now you can see that I'm in the wrong spot in the top right because of the same reason. So I think this is pretty cool. I just want to find some enemies if I can to see if it does less damage. Okay, so I'm obviously murdering the enemies immediately. Oh, I added 0.7 damage. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to subtract 0.7 damage because if we make the attack speed times 15, we need the damage to be less, not more, because it's obviously going to be overpowered if it's like 15 times your damage pretty much. And then it like adds. So anyway. This is pretty sweet. I don't know if I like the animation with this though, but I guess it is what it is, huh? Hopefully I'll find an enemy before my game glitches. So I think that's still maybe too strong. Especially, like, I just picked up attack damage up, but this isn't scaling properly. So attack damage up gives me 0.5 more attack. So that probably means that I'm gonna, like, one-shot everything. Yeah. Okay, let's make it more apparent. So let's go back into the hat for a second, and we're gonna do 0.9, but we need to have a damage multiplier instead. So instead of an attack damage, this isn't good enough because when I picked up the attack thing, it added 0.5 to my damage, and when I'm shooting 15 times faster, that's huge. Like, it's a massive amount of damage. It's hard to explain, but that's like really bad. So what we need is a multiplier for our damage. So this is my player class. So this is where I set all my settings right now, right? And I have attack damage as a thing, but what we need is a public static float attack damage multiplier. And this is going to be set to 1 by default, right? But when we pick this up, we're going to be setting it to 0.1 or something like that, so that even if we pick up another item in the future that adds attack, the entire amount will get multiplied by this multiplier, and it will affect everything. So let's put this in here as well, because we're going to have to change it here. So right below this, we could do attack damage multiplier. And we could just set this to 0 for now. That's fine. And then we can, inside of here, we'll set this to 0.1. Now we still need to do more code for this. So the thing that calculates the damage is this spell script. So when I hit an enemy, it does damage to the enemy, which is right here. So we have attack damage plus player temporary attack damage, but that's not good enough anymore. We want to multiply this by player dot multiply first. Player dot attack damage multiplier. So regardless of what the attack damage is, it will get multiplied by 0.1 and it will lower it. But we also need to be able to change the multiplier. So if we walk into this item and it gives us 0.1, and then maybe later on so the way that we add this is to multiply the multiplier. So the multiplier starts at 1. We want to multiply it when we pick up an item. So in item interaction, this is where when I interact with an item, this is what happens, right? So it adds the effect. If there's a weapon, it puts it in my hand. If there's a helmet, it puts it on my head. This is how like that hat gets on my head. Watch the last video if you want to. That's where I showed how to do that. But what we want to do is we want to take the player attack damage multiplier, and we can't just plus equals. We want to do I don't know if times equals is the thing. It is the thing. So, because if this is 1, for example, right, and we multiply it by 0.1, then it becomes 0.1. But if this is already 0.1, and like, let's say we pick up something that doubles your attack damage, like Cricket's Head in Binding of Isaac, right? It doubles your attack damage. Well, double 0.1 will be 0.2. If we added 2 to it, or we add a number to it, it will obviously become massive, and then the attack speed will still be high, and it'll be too easy to win the game. So let's see if this works. So we pick this up. We're shooting extremely fast. Yeah, so you can tell it's working because the skeletons would be dead already. Now I think this might be too weak. So it did eventually kill the skeleton, but I feel like it took even longer to kill the skeleton than normal. So maybe like 0.2 would have been better. Or like 0.15, or I don't know. I'm stuck. All right, let's change the number again. Hang on. Let's do 0.15. And then we're just going to do a normal run. So I'm going to go in and I'm actually going to just take out the God settings or whatever. And then I'll just run the game. And I've erased all of the other items from the thing. So I have this folder called item holder. And my items are generated based on the items that are in this folder here, right? So these items will not be available in the item room unless they're in this folder when the game starts. And this is how unlocking items is going to work as well. It's going to be pretty easy to implement when I actually get to that or whatever. I also have a button that kills all the enemies because I'm obviously not just going to be like killing the enemies while I'm like recording or whatever. So there's the boss room. We'll get back to that in a sec. Yeah, lots of cool things here. Got a fireball. Kind of lagged my game a little bit there. Should probably save that for the boss. Okay, so this happened because there's duplicate rooms. There's not supposed to be duplicate rooms. I'm just gonna run the game again. It's because I haven't created enough rooms yet where there won't be duplicates, and the enemy had already died, so they have like 0 health already from me killing them the last time. Because they spawned again, I don't have code to handle that yet. But yeah. Yeah, so I pick up a hat. Now let's see if we can go find the boss room and we'll kill the boss. Oh, that's pretty fucking sweet, huh? Okay, so I think we're also going to have to change how the barrels work and the fires work, because in this case we can kill the barrels immediately, and I think that should do less damage to the barrels as well. The barrels should have a health system, but right now they don't. They just have 3 hits and then they break. You guys want to see the shop? I have a shop here. I don't have enough coins to buy the stuff, but... Alright, so this is the boss room. Hopefully I won't die. Oh, I have a lot of bombs. I wonder if this impacts that. No, it doesn't. She looks ridiculous. Oh, and I still haven't fixed the boss item. So the boss is still spawning the old type of item, which this is the purple vortex, by the way. I stopped using drawings for my items because it's not uniform with the rest of the game. The sprites, I think, like they look cool. Like it looks pretty cool, but I don't think it aligns with like the rest of everything else in the game. Like this is the only thing in the game that was a sprite, except for I guess like the map and the UI, but that doesn't count, right? And then as well, you can like blow her up. And she drops her staff. I don't know if you can pick this up anymore. Yeah, you can't pick it up right now. I currently changed my staves to be pickupable via scriptable object as well. And I haven't done it for this specific staff yet, but there's other staffs that you're able to pick up, like the mace and the crystal staff. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. That's what this item's gonna do. Yeah, I hope I'll see you guys in the next one. Make sure you like and subscribe and you know what to do. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.